Hello, this is not a spring chicken. If you're looking at the weather, yes, that is the ocean over there. Even if you can't see, but maybe it has more to do with the mood of the economy right now, because I don't know if you happen to see, well, Obama on Leno. We've got lots more to comment on that when Oldecam comes on for comments on the headlines of today. Kentucky officials accused of election rigging scheme.
So,
normal.
Basically, it's normal. Basically, they're not going to go after Acorn. They're not going to go after anybody else.
We shall see.
Yeah.
The number of workers collecting state unemployment benefits surged to a record high.
Yet the figures that Obama's people are putting out showed they went down. At the same time, when you add all the state figures up, they went up.
Oh.
Isn't that amazing? But then again, 1 plus 1 equals 2. Not like Obama, 1 plus 1 equals 1.
Ah.
They can't add, they never taught that.
With AIG, Spitzer as sheriff of Wall Street redo.
That's right. The guy that bounced out as governor of New York because of the hooker problems warned people months ago that this was going to happen, and they ignored him.
Yeah, and basically they got him caught up in
But you know who ignored him?
Who?
Geithner.
Oh!
Geithner is known since November about all of this. He helped write the original one.
Oh, that's right. So
you can't blame this on anybody else but Geithner.
Well, then he really should be in the hot seat.
That's right.
Democrats blame each other on AIG bonuses.
Well, because the White House says it's Dodd. Dodd has simply said that White House, through the Treasury Department, ordered this to be done. See, Dodd does not want to take the fall from Barack Obama.
It seems like there's going to be a lot of people taking the fall for Barack Obama.
You got to figure, too, Mr. Dodd thinks that he would have made a far better president than this man that has no experience. He's already said that off the record.
Oh, he has?
Yeah.
Thousands of Iraqis held by U.S. to be released this summer.
They're simply misunderstood people. They're not terrorists. Oh, I love this one. I got you. This was a good one. You know why they're changing the terminology from enemy combatant to neighbor.
What?
Well, because they're going to move all of them into houses next to you now.
Well, you know, part of it is they're giving them all the peace flag, and then they're trying to develop a class war with the Grady elite, which are your neighbors.
That's right.
Well,
the ones to be scared of now is okay. I guess if your father was alive, they'd be hanging him in effigy because your father was a businessman. If my father was alive, even though he was a small businessman, they would be hanging him on.
That's atrocious.
That's how it is. If you're a businessman now, you're responsible.
So now they're getting...
I mean, okay, that little grocery clerk that earns a living, he isn't responsible for you going out and spending money on a credit card you don't actually have to repay.
Oh, that's true. Church faces enormous challenges in Africa amid Pope visit.
Yeah, because they don't have logistics available to protect the Pope.
Oh, is that why he was doing it open air?
Yeah.
Because they made it sound like it was being an overly friendly environment. It's just that they can't protect him. Dallas school accused of staging cage fights among students.
They got to make money somewhere.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
Okay, you know what's the hottest item? Who is employing the most in this country at the moment?
Who?
The sex business is hiring. They're on a hiring binge at the moment.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, for the naked dance club, for the gentleman club, for porn movies, and all of it. They're on the upscale. They're hiring.
Weekend dollar sends oil prices soaring to new highs for 2009.
Yeah, and they said they blamed this one all on Obama and the fact that he has. I love this. It's a $1.7 trillion deficit that George Bush was responsible for. George Bush wasn't responsible for it. George Bush had like a $500 billion deficit, and Obama added the other trillion.
Well, I heard him say last night on the Jay Leno show he's tired of Washington politics where everybody's blaming everything.
And then he blamed Bush.
But he's one of the biggest...
All over television, they're blaming Bush for this deficit, which he's not.
Yeah. The airplanes are disappearing in the fog. World's deadliest spider found in the produce section of a Tulsa store.
And it's not supposed to happen. We're not supposed to get bugs from other countries in our produce. This is what's going to happen under Mr. Obama's plans you're going to have more things brought into this country with less people able to check on them because
Why?
because you can get the things in cheaper from other places than we can grow them here.
Oh, that's right, because all of our, oh boy.
Yeah.
Because,
Basically, he's protectionistic, but he basically is stuck to a thing. We need generic products.
well,
So you get basically, you're going to sit. I heard a person last night. They said, you know those tomatoes that you get from Guatemala and Honduras. Don't expect more of those cardboard tasting tomatoes to be brought in under President Obama because it's part of his plan to help the economy by killing our economy.
oh
Well, you say
gosh.
it's going to help our economy. He's going to help the world economy.
Actually, you know what? That is true. During the campaign, he talked about making the world better,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
He wasn't talking about the U.S.
Right. It's about making the world a better place to live in.
In fact, Obama reaches out to Iran if they will stop being naughty.
They're laughing at him. You must be responsible and join the world community. They don't care. These people are religious fanatics.
Mexico and that shaking your finger does no good. They don't care.
Because they're used to have. They got the Ayatollah does worse than shake fingers. He takes fingers.
Mexico nabs a suspected cartel leader without a shot.
Well, because he'll be freed in a few days.
Tongan inspection team heads to undersea volcano.
Well, because basically there's a volcano going off without Al Gore's permission because one volcano exploding produces more pollutants into the air than all the automobiles.
Oh, that's right, it does, doesn't it?
They do not have any permission to go off.
Ex-Bush administration official. Many at Gitmo are innocent.
They're all simply misunderstood people that happen to have rifles and grenades in their hands. And, they have nothing to do with killing anybody.
Really?
That's right. If you're in the middle of a battlefield, you're caught with a gun aimed at somebody, you're generally thought of as being a bad guy, but not under the Obama administration.
Tonight is friendly turf for President Obama.
Oh, yeah, that's basically the Leno show. Basically, they get a softball audience, submitted questions, an edited show, which they never do.
I know.
And then Mr. Obama is so bad that without his teleprompter, what happened was he's got a huge teleprompter off to the right that feeds the lines. He turned to look at Jay Leno and couldn't remember his lines and screwed up at least twice.
Oh, is that why the Special Olympics comment came out?
Screwed up on about there's enough blame to go around for everybody and said, then Leno simply, that's why everything's being laid off on Geiger then.
Oh, that's right.
He had no response because that wasn't in the script.
That's right. In fact, I'm sure that this will be replayed very many times on the Jay Leno show. You'll probably be able to get it on.
Let's see, who would play Obama if there was a movie? Do we know any empty-headed male Afro-Obama?
Oh, you're bad.
Because he cannot do anything on his own. I mean, I've seen this man time after time after time when he gets off a script.
When he's off script, he kind of forgets. Well, even it's like when Leno asked him about when the dog was coming.
Yeah.
And he said, well, that was a campaign promise.
Yeah.
And then he kind of laughed it off and then said, well, the dog will be coming soon.
Because it wasn't in the script. Anything that's not, if he isn't briefed on it and they pounded it into his head, he simply does not have any response. He is without a doubt one of the slowest presidents to respond to things.
Yeah, but part of it is a campaign promise. It's kind of like he joked about it, but then it made you wonder. It's like, is it?
No, but I have seen in my lifetime 11 presidents in office.
Right.
But I have not seen a president as bad on his feet as Barack Obama is.
Monty Bubbleism from the Mark Twain of the Animal Kingdom.
If you don't think these things are created right on the spot, we're going to try. The situation that exists at the moment is quite reflected in something Mark Twain once said. The truth is the last thing that anyone wants to hear.
Well, isn't that the truth?